Carolyn and I were sitting in the back of a conference one day. We were sitting kind of in the back row and listening to the speaker and talking about how people could make money with their businesses. And I'd love to go to any conferences because I always learn something, one nugget of wisdom or sometimes even more. And we just kind of looked at each other and said, coaches, the new coaches, or the ones that have just graduated, maybe in the first few years, or even people who have been at this a while, but their business hasn't really taken off or gotten momentum in the way they want it to, we realized that we had something to give because both of us have done businesses. We've made $10,000, many times over in probably less than 3 months even, but we know how to do it and we know what it takes. And so we thought, wow, what if we could create a program that would help people just make that kind of money and get off the dime, get that momentum, get that thing stirred up, and really teach people how to do this. So we looked at each other and said, let's create it, because of course we can. And, me coming from a financial planning background where there's all this compliance, I was thrilled to be able to just create this program. And I know, Carolyn, you have, your perspective on all of this. And the other thing I wanted to say is we wanted to create a group where it was a platinum experience. And a lot of times for new coaches, that platinum experience is out of reach financially. When we're just starting our business, it's hard to, spend $10,000 or $100,000 to really be mentored and work with a coach and get all those, all of the ideas and the insights and the tips on how to get going quickly so that we don't have to reinvent the wheel. But it's hard to pay for a platinum experience. So we've seen coaches go into programs that are group programs that actually they cost more than our program, and it's all group work or even hot seats, but there's no one-on-one coaching. There's none of that real platinum experience. So we have this really great idea because we're on a mission. We wanted to give this platinum experience at a lower level of entry so that the people who are just starting could actually have that same kind of information, insights, tips, and experience. And this is when people need it most, is when they're just starting. So anyway, that was our mission and excitement about starting the program. And Carolyn, did you have any insights you want to share?
Well, I think just to add to that, and thanks for that insight there. I think what I found in working through the training program that I went through in coaching is that the job of a coach training program really is to get you professionally trained. So you walk out of there knowing how to coach and proficiently, and more than proficiently. However, it's not their job necessarily. Most programs don't have a huge business building or business development side to it. And so that's where I think Karen and I found our niche is really coaches are looking for this. They're going to go somewhere. After they graduate from the program, they're going to either hire a one-on-one or go to some sort of group, because we as coaches are on, we're lovers of learning and we're lifelong learners. And so I look at it as, if we're going to have people invest in ourselves, we need to invest in ourselves as well, or invest in our programs. And so that's really what this program is all about, is really taking it to the next level where you are now a coach. Okay, now what? How do I get this up and running, keep that momentum going, and really build something that you don't have to go back to your job to. Because I find a lot of coaches, they graduate and they try it and it doesn't stick right away. They end up giving it up. And really want people to follow their dream, to help them follow their dream and have those business development ideas and to be accountable to it, and know how to implement it and have that support. So again, the coaching schools, the programs are really designed to get you up and running as a coach, and then we kind of take it to the next step in getting the business going.